Hi everyone, welcome to A Godly Home. So I have been wanting to do this video for a couple of weeks, but it hasn't worked out that I have been able to because we're trying to combat these high grocery prices. So my kitchen is in constant use, either for the current meal or prepping bread or something for the next meal. And then my husband and son work the night shift, so I'll clean up the kitchen before bed, but then they'll come in hungry and rummage stuff out. So when I get up, the kitchen's a mess. So finally, this is first thing in the morning. I'm able to do this video. So this is where we're at. We have got the cupboards done over to the stove. Still no door on the top cabinet, and the bottom cabinets are basically done other than whatever he's going to do with that Lazy Susan. We are a couple weeks behind schedule on this project. My son got sick, so 1 week we didn't do anything, and then last weekend for the holiday weekend we ended up not doing anything. We ended up just doing stuff that you would do on a holiday weekend. So that is what it's looking like so far. Now, that top cabinet was a lot of work. It really was falling apart, and my son managed to get it braced up really well. It's never going to come apart again. And that is the cabinet where I keep my baking supplies. So that has made a huge difference in my life. Let me come closer. Now I can access all of my ingredients that I need to bake. So that has really helped. And of course, it's really brought our grocery budget down to be able to do that. Now, we added this spice rack. I never had this. And I'm super excited about this because the way my kitchen is set up, it's like this little counter is all I basically have near my stove. So this counter was like constantly before getting cluttered up with spices and things. And this has worked out great. So this has been about 2 weeks that I've had this. And what we did is we went through and put on the main spices that I'm grabbing for the most when I'm just cooking regular meals. And then my other spices are in these plastic drawer dressers. And I'll show you those in a minute. So when we were doing this, by the way, this spice rack came off of Amazon. We come up with a little bit of a problem because I always buy my spices in bulk, and only the bulk spices would fit on the top shelf. So we had like a couple more spices that we wanted to put out, and we just didn't have any small containers for those. And my son Jacob was like rummaging the drawers where I keep the spices, and in some cases he found enough small containers that we were able to just change a little bit on the label, like this had been onion powder, to get us through. But I went into Dollar Tree and they had the salt and pepper shakers, the glass ones, 2 for $1. So I picked those up for the 2 extra spices that I didn't have jars for. And I just cut a piece of paper bag to plug the end, and then put my tag on with paper bag and just a piece of twine that I had. And this has worked out fine. Then I had to make a decision what I was leaving out additionally, that was not going to be fitting on the spice rack. And of course, a little bit of sugar that's easy to access. I have a little jar of flour for making gravy. It's right here. I actually emptied it right before bed last night, but that normally sets like so. Okay. And then my beef and chicken bouillons, I use these constantly. And then my jar from Becky with my coffee. So that all needed to be easily accessible, and I knew it. And then my knife set needed to be easily accessible. And then, of course, a glass cutting board so that when I take stuff out of the oven, I have a place to lay it. So I knew I needed that. So even though this counter is a little cluttered, maybe, compared to some of you guys's, it's very functional for me, and it has worked out very well. And that's what I need. I spend most of my day cooking, and I just needed it to be very functional. And then down here, just to show you the drawers closer up, that's what they look like. And then we still need door trim. But over here, I have that to hang my apron and some recipes in there. I need to clean that up. Then I have this bin that I put my plastic wrap, paper bags, that kind of stuff in. I really don't have a lot of cupboard space for that kind of stuff. So I don't mind buying baskets if it's for an area that I don't have cupboards. But I don't like buying them to put in cupboards with drawers, because that is what the cupboards are for. I don't want to waste money on organizers. So there you can see these are the plastic drawers that I have extra spices and stuff like that in. I have had those for many years, and it's worked well, so I kept them. So I need to get this door washed down. You can see Slippy's been jumping all over it. We got dirty paw prints and greasy handprints from Corey and Jacob. But anyways, things are coming along really well. We are hoping to get some done this weekend if the rain holds back, so that we can use the table saw and stuff outside. But I knew some of you were like really waiting for this update, and I wanted to be able to show it to you. So there we are. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye.